We just saw Furious 7. On this show, I take my friends, we go see a movie, we review it in the car, and then we have a discussion. The review part is spoiler-free, so if you're on the fence or looking for a recommendation, you can watch this video, find out if we liked it, find out if we recommend it or not. If you like that, like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe, check out all the written video reviews at DaleMaxfield.com, and if you've already seen the movie and want to know more in depth what we thought with spoilers, watch the other video which has a spoiler discussion. Furious 7 was not my favorite of this series. I liked Furious 6 better. I thought it was more fun. I thought the set pieces and things were more fun. This was just really long. It was really dumb. It's not quite Michael Bay dumb. It's not quite Michael Bay level of explosions everywhere and ridiculousness. But it's pretty darn ridiculous, and it doesn't have enough of a sense of humor about itself. Like, there's one-liners, like it's a gritty action movie, instead of it being just silly, funny, everybody's having a good time sort of stuff. I laughed like once or twice, and it was in the first act, and then I was done. One of the biggest problems I have with the franchise, I had this problem with 6 as well, is that the main characters, the team, nobody dies, nobody gets hurt, there's no stakes, there's never any sort of sense of, you know, this could go wrong. So there's never a sense of danger. Every scene is completely, you know, just cars and things flying around and people flying around, and everybody's invincible and they can do anything they want to do. And sure, the car can jump through whatever it wants to, and sure, it can fly off, you know, into the middle of nowhere.
And never be pierced by a bullet.
Yeah, exactly. And all of those things said, if you're a fan of the franchise, if you're a fan of Paul Walker, you're going to see this movie. You should see this movie. You'll enjoy it. Probably not as much as 6, but I think it's still something that, you know, while it's not for me, I think there are people that will enjoy this movie. There were people in our audience that enjoyed it. It's just not for me. That's what I thought. What'd you guys think?
Yeah, I've actually kind of only seen a couple of the Fast and Furious movies, so now that they've cut out the fast part, I guess it's like a reboot, but not a reboot. It's a continuation. I mean, you know, if you like to watch stuff get blown up and like people just going crazy, and you know, The Rock do his thing, you know, like this is your movie, and I think that people that are into the franchise are gonna like it. But you know, like if you're gonna go see a movie on the weekends, like there's gonna be other fun stuff out there for you, you know. But it's a big budget movie, so people are gonna be into it. People like cars. Yeah, not for me either, but you know, I say if it's your thing, go for it. If it's not your thing, just, you know, check out something else.
This isn't the best. Like, this isn't the one to start with.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
You know, I'm a huge fan of the series. I've gone to them every opening night since #1, and this was terrible. It wasn't a good movie. The dialogue was atrocious, and you could tell the actors' hearts weren't in it. And you know, how could they be? Not a good movie. I don't recommend it.
Well, my experience of Fast and Furious has been pretty much what I've seen the guys next to me watch on an airplane. So this is the first time watching one all the way through, and I thought parts of it were fun. I'd say like fun, loud, and dumb is kind of what I got out of it. I did like some of the set pieces, but the action was so like overly cartoony compared to what I thought it was going to be, so it felt like there was no stakes in it. Nothing of consequence.
Yeah.
And it was kind of cool having Jason Statham being the kind of Terminator type guy that just keeps coming after them, but he seems to always fail. And there's kind of like, he's got a metaphor in the movie where there's a drone after them, and apparently it keeps missing all the time as well. I thought the story was muddled. It was just kind of like a bit of a mess, and sure enough, the dialogue was just like cringeworthy, and it was just like they were just dialing it in as they were saying the lines.
Yeah,
like, it was just like they were on autopilot, you know.
It's not something where like if this is the first one you saw, it's not that the writing goes over your head because you don't know the history. It's that this is a terribly written movie. It's just not executed well.
Well, and I think a lot of that has to be the fact that a good chunk of the movie was written and shot, and then Paul Walker died, and they had to go back, rewrite the movie, and reshoot a huge chunk of it.
Yeah, I don't know how much of it really changed or not. I mean, I can see where they put things into the end and all of that, but, you know, I mean, to Zach's point, like, you know, watching The Rock do his thing, like, The Rock is much more entertaining than anyone else in this movie, and he's not in very much of it.
Yeah.
He's in, like, 15 minutes at most.
See, I found his dialogue so terrible.
Oh, it is. It is terrible.
Yeah.
It was
wrestler
waiting,
terrible.
I was waiting for him
Yeah.
to be like, I ain't got time to bleed, and things like that from Predator and Commando. It was
Yeah.
it was bad.
Yeah, no. This was like...
It was just one step above. I'm gonna get you, sucker.
It was a step
That would've
above the
been amazing.
Expendables.
Yeah.
It was a step above the Expendables.
I was waiting for the Hague line.
I
You
am
know,
the
they
Hague.
brought him to the Hague at the end.
You know, now that you mention the Expendables, this film's suddenly better now.
Yes.
It definitely is way above that.
Well, and as far as PG-13 Expendables go, this is definitely better than
Yeah.
Expendables 3.
It was better than Ronda Rousey's last movie, which was Expendables 3.
Yes. Anyway, that's our review. If you like the way we do these, again, like it, subscribe, check out the written and video reviews at dalemaxfield.com, and if you want to watch the spoiler version, check out that video as well. Thanks for watching.